and welcome to Christmas time on Trevor Sports as we bring you our Festival of Football here in December. And we're going to start with the conclusion of the group stages of the UEFA Champions League in Sportsnight. Good evening, glad you're joining us again, and yep, we're on time for this one. We hope you're on time because we've got an absolutely belting episode of UEFA Champions League football to bring you. We've got drama in Denmark as Liverpool need just a point to qualify through to the knockout stages. The same task was for Manchester United, and they had a difficult away tie to Leipzig. One of those two sides will be heading out of the competition and into the Europa League tonight. And Manchester City had to beat Marseille and hope Porto could do them a favour and beat Olympiacos. But first we're going to go to the Etihad, and Manchester City had an impossible task ahead of them tonight. They had to beat Olympique Marseille, who are the runaway group leaders, and they had to hope that Porto, that have only beaten one side in the Champions League this season, that was City, could do them a favour and beat Olympiacos. If that happened, Manchester City would be through. But if Olympiacos drew or won, whatever City does wouldn't matter. So Manchester City needed the God smiling on them, so we sent Trevor Gubber over to see if that was the case.
Good evening and welcome to the Etihad Stadium for this big Champions League clash for Manchester City against Marseille. So with the Etihad then, City win and Porto win. City go through, anything else and City won't be going to force. City line up Edison in goal, Ake and Laporte, all the centre-back partners. De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, the two behind Sterling, Aguero and Mahrez. Fernandinho in front of the back four. As for Marseille then, Mandanda's in goal, Strootman plays, as does Jermaine. Forvan also in the starting lineup. Dimitri Payet, you may remember, is on the bench. Bjorn Kuipers is the referee, he's from Holland. Bernardo Silva to Fernandinho. De Bruyne. Sterling scores! And just what City wanted. Raheem Sterling with the early goal for Manchester City, and that's just what they wanted. They need to win, and a Porto win as well against Olympiacos, and they'll go through. But this is just all Man City wanted. Look at this wonderful play. Fernandinho to De Bruyne, into Sterling, turns his man beyond Mandanda, who had no chance, and Manchester City lead by a goal to nil inside the opening 2 minutes of this game. Great finish, Mandanda no chance, City lead 1-0. Gonzalez picks up for Porto. Porto's leading as well, so Man City are going through. And it's Marseille Man City playing, so no Porto. Nothing rough sign there in the top corner there, but Mahrez. Walker Fernandinho. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva for 15 minutes gone here as Mahrez puts the ball in. Looking for Aguero, his headed clear. Comes out to Bernardo Silva. Goes down, just Bernardo. Strootman's there. And this is a free kick to Manchester City. And Strootman is in trouble here from Bjorn Kuipers. And picks up the first booking of the game. Let's look at this again. What's he giving it for? He's giving a foul. It looks like an elbow to me there. Could have been a red. De Bruyne over this. Bernardo 2. It's Kevin De Bruyne! 2-0! Just what the doctor ordered. Kevin De Bruyne, superb free kick. And Man City, on 16 minutes, are doing their bit to try and progress to the knockout stages in the Champions League. Fantastic free kick from the Belgian. And look at this, Mandanda had no chance. He was beaten before it even moved. 2-0. Olympiacos level. Man City are going out at the moment. Man City need to have Porto come back into this, into their game, should I say. Is Sterling for Man City. Man City doing all they can at the moment. Mendy. De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Bernardo Silva. Raheem Sterling. Into us. Mahrez! Over the bar. Man City going close to a third there. And from where they've played so far, it would be deserved. And that's just over the bar there from Riyad Mahrez. Ake. On to Mendy. Kevin De Bruyne. Raheem Sterling. Riyad Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. Benjamin Mendy. Raheem Sterling. Kevin De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. Sergio Aguero! 3-0. Absolute pure genius of a strike. Sorry, Trevor Motson. Midtjylland there. But I'm sure he won't mind. Man City 3-0 up. And doing all they can to progress. I've already said that once. I'll keep saying it throughout the night. City doing all they can to progress. Needing Porto to do them a favour as well if they are to go through. As it stands, they're going out. Still 1-1 from the other game. No, yeah, but that's a superb goal. Mahrez there, look. In to Bernardo Silva, onto Aguero, and he fires it beyond Mandanda, who had no chance. And Man City 3-0 up. Mendy. Raheem Sterling. De Bruyne. Wins a corner. De Bruyne will take this set piece, which he has now. And Ake is there! Stopped on the line. And Marseille managed to get clear. This is Ake's effort. Wonderful header, stopped on the line by Mandanda. And he was helped out by his defenders to get the ball clear. Dimitri Payet on as the second half is 5 minutes old. Still 3-0 Man City lead. Olympiacos now leading, which is not good news for Manchester City. They're doing all they can, but they're heading out as it stands. Marseille are already through, and they're going through as group winners. Bjorn Kuipers says that's a free kick to Marseille, and has a word with Kyle Walker. Just a talking to there for the England full-back. Or England centre-back, as Southgate likes to play him now, with Trippier as the wing-back. option, but that's a little silly there from Kyle Walker's for Van. We'll take this free kick all the way through, and Man City managed to get it clear up to Aguero, and he'll look to break for Manchester City and put Morris through on goal. As Morris managed to go on this, he has. Going from his defenders. Morris, 4-0! Just listen to that noise. May not mean anything, this. But Manchester City are 4-0 up here against Marseille. There's 2 goals from Porto. Man City are going out despite winning 4-0. But that's a superb goal from Mahrez. Played through, well through. Aguero picks it up here. Played it through. Inside his own offside. Cannot be offside. And just said, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. They couldn't. So save that if you can, Mandanda. He couldn't. Man City lead by 4 goals to 0. Mendy for Sterling. As Man City fans get behind their team. Aguero, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva tests Mandanda behind for a corner. Wonderful play yet again from Manchester City. Aguero there involved again. And Bernardo Silva forces Steve Mandanda into a fantastic stop. 3-1 Olympiacos now, which is bad news for Manchester City. Here's Raheem Sterling. City lead 4-0 incidentally. It was Aguero! And it's over the bar. Lovely one from Sterling. All right to De Bruyne. His cross. Headed over by Sergio Aguero. Belleride, Mungia, Sakai, 4-1 Olympiacos now. As Forvan comes forward for Marseille. But Sakai, Forvan, towards Rajinik, Strootman, Rajinik again. It was a strike there. Bentiginan, I think it is. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And he just fires an effort. Wide of goal. Man City currently winning 4-0 but going out of Europe. A valiant effort from Manchester City. But they're heading out as buzzing towards there who heads over the former West Ham man. Played well today, Manchester City, as we just watched this effort again from Dimitri Payet. Lovely cross in for Van, and that's an header tipped over by Edison. His first real save of the match from Edison there. For Van with the corner, Zinchenko comes on for Mendy. First corner of the game for Marseille. For Van in towards Payet. Pushed away. And he comes out to Nagamoto, Tomoto. Goes Rongia. Ake's there. For Van with the corner. This is Dimitri Payet's header pushed away by Edison, and there's a fantastic save in fairness. Man City have won by 4-0 as good news from the other game has filtered through. Olympiacos have won, which means Manchester City go out. A valiant effort from Manchester City, but they lose. They win 4-0 here, but lose out on a place in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Man City 4, Marseille 0.
Well, sadly, Manchester City bow out of the UEFA Champions League. Last year's winners and playing some fantastic stuff. But this is the perhaps the worst Champions League game Pep Guardiola has had, and you look back to some of the poor results that they've had, losing 2-0 away to Olympiacos. I'm not saying that the Olympiacos are a poor side, but that was really a result that you would have fancied Manchester City to win, and then losing, as he did so dramatically, 4-3 to Porto. It sort of sealed their fate. Some poor draws also, particularly at home to Olympiacos. After they started so well, Manchester City are out of the Champions League. For Manchester United, the destiny was in their own hands, but it was all to play for. It was either going to be them or our big Leipzig that would get through to the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League. After Manchester United's wonderful 4-3 win against Paris Saint-Germain last week, the emphasis was on Ole Solskjaer's men. And if they could get a point, they would get through. But if they could win, they would win the group. And that would give them the advantage at the start of the last 16 when the Champions League resumes in February. Your commentator for this one is Trevor Motson.
Welcome to Germany, where Manchester United's fate, unlike another Manchester club, is well and truly in their own hands. That 4-3 win last week, dramatically against PSG, has given them a real shot at reaching the last 16 of this season's Champions League. The Europa League winners from last year have a chance of making it to the last 16. Red Bull Leipzig are no pushovers. They drew 0-0 at Old Trafford, but tonight in Germany, it is a white-hot atmosphere. Can United do the job here, away from Old Trafford, and get into the last 16 in February? Well, this is win or bust for time for Red Bull Leipzig. They start the night on 8 points, and they line up with Forsberg, Heinrich, Sabitzer and Poulsen, a very good front four there. And in Vogo, who's been magnificent in the goals, certainly up at Old Trafford when he made some magnificent saves earlier on in the group. Manchester United are going to play a 4-4-2 diamond with Bruno Fernandes at the tip of that. Pogba will play on the left, Van der Beek on the right with Fred Holding, and it's Edison Cavani and Marcus Rashford keeping out Anthony Martial, who starts on the bench. Big night for both sides this. For the winners, and last 16 place in this competition. For the losers, Europa League last 32. That's what's at stake here tonight. Halstenberg now in the opening stages here on a very cold night in Germany. Poulsen's header, and De Gea saves at the second attempt. Having palmed the first one away, but he was able to get on there, or grab the ball at the second attempt. No problem, and his kick is a good one. It might find Rashford. It might find Rashford. He might find Rashford, and he smashed it brilliantly. But then Vogo was right behind the shot. Here's the opportunity for Poulsen at the start. There's the parry, and there's the save from De Gea. It was a tame header, in fairness to Poulsen. De Gea still saved it nonetheless. And then at the other end, Marcus Rashford, who can do no wrong this year in 2020. Well, there he is, almost giving United a dream start. In Vogo, though, any other goalkeeper would have took their feet off. Not in Vogo. Good piece of goalkeeping, and strong as well. Heinrichs. PSG winning at the moment. They're on to 12 points now. United have 11 as things stand at the moment, because, of course, Red Bull have to win, of course, them to qualify, otherwise it's Europa League football. This is Forsberg and Poulsen. Charged away, Campbell. Now Rashford, it could be 2 against 2 here. Cavani's making a terrific run to his left, and he's been well found too. Edison Cavani for Manchester United. Oh, he's hit the upright. And the ball is smuggled back to Mbogo. But what a lovely counter-attack. It was 2 against 2. Rashford played a beautifully weighted through ball. Cavani strikes the post, and Mbogo somehow scrambles on the ball. How unlucky can you get? And here's Poulsen. Oh, what a wonderful challenge by Harry Maguire there, because if he doesn't make that challenge, De Geer's in some bother. But as it turns out, Edison Cavani's got it at the other end, and he's found Marcus Rashford. And he's been tripped, and it's a free kick to Manchester United in a very promising position. Cue Bruno Fernandes, who has struck some important free kicks in this competition so far for Manchester United. And they could do with another one of his spectacular free kicks now, as Campbell is the guilty party. Also Edison Cavani with him to make up a two-man committee, but I fancy it's going to be the right foot of Bruno Fernandes. It is! Oh, I think it's tipped in under the post in logo. As Cavani plays it in, and Orban gets it out for a corner kick. It's worth another look. This is from the opposite end. That's a really good save, and from inside the goal, I think he's flicked that onto the post, and if he has, that's an excellent save. 21 minutes gone. Manchester United starting to get a stranglehold on the game. Rashford to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, what a flying save from Linvogo. It has got to be said, he's keeping Red Bull Leipzig in the Champions League at the moment. Marcus Rashford again, at the home of all things good for Manchester United. Fernandes' shot, just maybe a little too close to the goalkeeper. And well over half an hour, United starting to take the dominance now, as Ole's men go in search of this goal. And Fernandes and Linvogo makes another extraordinary save. Well, to be fair to him now, it was straight at him a bit. But United are making the chances. I hope these missed chances do not come back to haunt Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men here. And Vogo really playing out of his skin here, it's got to be said. Bender off for Manchester United. Coming up towards 7 minutes from half time here. Paul Pogba. Bruno Fernandes. Edison Cavani. Cavani! Oh, that's a good save. In fairness to Envogo, that was actually a more comfortable save than it looked. It was a good height for him, but once again, good one-touch football from Manchester United. Cavani with the shot, and yes, it was at a comfortable height, and the goalkeeper did well. Fred. Fernandes, good ball into Rashford. Van der Beek. For a second, but then to his great credit, won it back, and Bruno has gone in there again. And that's another smart save. Tellez can't get in on the rebound. And Nukulele completes the clearance for Red Bull Leipzig. Well, Van der Beek, full marks there. Lost his balance, lost the ball for a second, got up, won it. And Fernandes denied again the knockout blow for Manchester United. Good save again. 3 minutes almost gone in the second half. United looking to start as they did as they finished the first half, well and truly on the front foot. Campbell has won possession, 11-0 for Red Bull Leipzig. Here's Poulsen. Heinrichs. And a chip in there towards Forsberg. They have to win tonight and hope things go their way, and that's not gone Poulsen's way at all. That's a free kick to Manchester United. It must have been, I think, for simulation, although I have to say that was a good tackle that from Wan-Bissaka. I think Forsberg was trying to con the referee, and the ref wasn't being conned. Good decision. 20 minutes to go exactly. Plus stoppage time. Manchester United being held, but as things stand at the moment, they will be in the last 16. Whether first or second, it doesn't really matter. Wan-Bissaka. Van der Beek. Martial has just come on for Rashford. Van der Beek again. Paul Pogba. Tellez. Pogba. Patient build-up again from Manchester United. Scott McTominay now. Into Edison Cavani. Good serve on the Uruguayan. Another good save again. When Vogo is earning his spurs this evening, there's no doubt about that. He's earning his wage, and I think he's after a clean sheet bonus. Good save. Still 1-0 to PSG in the other game. That's irrelevant really, because really United are qualifying at the moment. But if Red Bull score here, it could all be turned on its head. Schnick now going forward, but again a good challenge by Harry Maguire. Now Van der Beek. Quarter of an hour just under to go. Martial. He's got Cavani to his left. This is Cavani. And he goes down, and the referee is giving a free kick. Although, I have to say, I think the player got the ball. I think the Red Bull player got the ball here. Oh, Lainer's got the ball. I think that's a soft decision. Got to say that. But what it does do is give Manchester United a real opportunity. No Bruno Fernandes this time. It's going to be Paul Pogba. I fancy him now. It's Paul Pogba! He's done it again! Paul Pogba! He has come to the party! And surely, if they hold on for 13 more minutes, has fired Manchester United surely into the last 16 of the UEFA Champions League. What a free kick! And that could turn Manchester United's European season well and true on its head. This could top even the 4-3 last week, which really put them back in the hunt, and now could put them top of the group, I think, if things go their way. United are nearly there now, 1-0. And United have held on. That 78th minute goal from Pogba has put Manchester United through to the last 16, along with PSG. As for Red Bull Leipzig, they have failed. They will go into the Europa League last 32. But that free kick after 78 minutes from Paul Pogba was a timely reminder of what Manchester United needed to do. They only needed to draw tonight. They've got one better. They have won, and have won in the backyard of Red Bull Leipzig. A brilliant result for Ollie's men. They have beaten Red Bull Leipzig by a 0-0 in dramatic style.
So confirmation, Manchester United are through to the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League. It's where they were 2 years ago, the last time they were in the competition. We all remember that last 16 tie, don't we? Next, let's go ahead and check out Liverpool. A point for them, but they were playing FC Midtjylland, and FC Midtjylland themselves, should you believe, would pose a threat to Liverpool. However, an under-par Liverpool side was able to scrape past thanks to a late goal to beat them at Anfield. This was going to be no easy task for Jurgen Klopp's men. The Premier League leaders would have hoped that they had it all to do. Your commentator for this one is Trevor Tyldesley.
Good evening everyone, and welcome to Denmark for Liverpool against Midtjylland. Liverpool with the task at hand being simple. Avoid defeat and you're through to the knockout stage. Win and hope that Atlanta do you a favour and you might even go through as group winners. As for Midtjylland, their tournament, it's been very difficult for them. No points, only one goal. Of course, that one goal did come at Anfield against Liverpool. Midtjylland, of course, don't have any points. They did cause Liverpool problems at Anfield, as I mentioned. And the goal scorer for that day was Schwartz. He's only good enough for the bench today. Otherwise, it's very much the same team that has played throughout this tournament for Midtjylland. As for Liverpool, I was speaking to Klopp before the game if he was worried about the amount of yellow cards his team has picked up. He said it is a minor concern, but the job's not finished, so the best 11 go out as usual. See there's the group standings. Ajax and Atlanta currently at one apiece, so that would confirm Ajax as group winners if results were to stay the same. Ball forward towards Firmino. Salah just stumbling but taking a shot from distance, but straight at Hansen, who gathers it up at the second opportunity. maybe him being slightly off balance hindered him a little bit with the shot take. Still, good save. Here's Jordan Henderson. Looking for Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's ghosted in behind. His first touch let him down a little bit. And now Frank will look to get it out from the back. Now Cools. And Atlanta have taken the lead against Ajax, so Liverpool suddenly have an opportunity to perhaps steal top spot. Here's Evander. Losing out to Fabinho. Here's Firmino now. Liverpool fans sensing an opportunity, as are Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the overlap. Gets across in towards Firmino! Just over the bar. Well, you can feel the atmosphere in the ground change a little bit, particularly in the away end. Feels a little bit like the final day of a league season. You're kind of listening into what's going on in other games. And Liverpool gets up from this corner, perhaps sees the advantage. Here's Salah short from the corner. And held by Mabil. He's got it back towards Trent. Now Fabinho picks it up on the edge of the box. Just about loses it up. Firmino's picked up the pieces. Here's Thiago. Thiago again. And for Salah. Can he turn? Not quite. Gets it to Robertson though. Robertson with a little cross inside the area. Oh, and a point blank range shot straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, they haven't cleared their lines. It's a scramble in the box. And what's the referee given here? Is that a penalty he's given? He's given a penalty. Well, it was a complete and utter scramble in the box. Limbs being thrown everywhere. I think Salah was the man who went down in the box, and the referee hasn't hesitated. Let's have a look here. See, Midtjylland, they had a chance to clear their lines. There was the snapshot. I'm not sure if we're going to see the scramble from this replay, but either way, let's have a look here. Yeah, see, Mo Salah got caught between two players. Both of them stuck their leg in. He's gone over. The refs had no choice but to give a penalty. So Mo Salah, can he give Liverpool the lead and apply pressure on Ajax? Yes, he can. They only needed a point, but the group dynamic has suddenly changed as Mo Salah gives Liverpool the advantage. Cool as you like with that penalty. Midtjylland, who they've had a difficult tournament. They've played really well in this game, to be fair, but this penalty might just settle the Liverpool nerves. Cool as you like with this one. Left-footed, bottom left-hand corner, in front of the Liverpool fans. Easy as you like. And as you can see, Ajax have equalised against Atlanta, so that puts them back on top of the group. Bit of disappointment there for Liverpool, but they're just focused on qualifying here. There's Mane, Firmino, back to Sadio Mane. He's got two men around him, but he's got away from them. He's got it into Mo Salah, who gets it back to Mane. Ooh, just wide of the mark. Liverpool, I feel like they've just gone up a few gears in the last 15 minutes or so. Very good effort there by Mane, but just wide. Well, with 30 seconds to go until half time, can Midtjylland craft a chance here? There's Anderson, gets into Kaba. Kaba turns and shoots! Well, how are your nerves? Results elsewhere are in Liverpool's favour, but Midtjylland, who their only goal previously came against Liverpool, have gone and done it again, and just before half time. An excellent finish from Kaba, gotta say. It's been their only real chance of the game, and he took it really well. Lovely turn, turned Van Dijk with great strength. Look at this. He's just turned the world's best defender like he wasn't there. And that is one heck of a finish. Well, Klopp, I'm sure, was a bit disappointed at half-time to be going in level. With Cabba, well, he was almost causing more problems there, but the defence has adjusted. Here's Mane. And look at this, Firmino in a foot race. He's lost out though. All the way back to Hansen. Long ball forward, looking for Cabba again. This time Joel Matip is the man to step in. Got it forward to Salah. Now Mane. He's got a lot of space, Mane, to run into. Now Firmino. Can he turn? Yes, he can. He shoots! Just wide. Early sighter for him in the second half. As I said before the game, a point would be enough to let them qualify. And Atlanta are not winning either, so even if Liverpool were to lose at this point, Atlanta need 3 points. Hende is going to send this long, looking for Cabba again, who has very much been the focal point for this Midtjylland side. Anderson's picked up the pieces. Here's Hend. Set of Ander now. Frank. Mobile. Cabba again. Can he turn? Van Dijk, he does! Forcing Alisson into a big save. And Liverpool, well, they just have to clear their lines. Thiago with no nonsense there. Just sending it out for a throw. Cabba has been superb today so far, particularly against Van Dijk, who, I must admit, hasn't been at the races so far, causing him all kinds of problems. And Ajax, well, have taken the lead against Atlanta, so this very much turns this game into a bit of a dead rubber match if that result stays the same. So as I said, Klopp was saying before the game, they have a job to do. It's not quite finished. They will keep fighting until the last whistle goes. Mane picks up the pieces after slipping over. Robertson. Mane again. Now Firmino on the turn. Lovely shot. Oh, he's unlucky. It's hit the post. And can Midtjylland they just about clear their lines. Very unlucky from Roberto Firmino. It was an excellent turn. Just shifted it onto his left foot and the defence couldn't deal with it. And very unlucky to hit the post. Thiago, he can't quite control that. And now Midtjylland looking to come forward again. Here's Frank, looking for Cools. It's cut out though. And now Mane, can he get the break on? Robertson tries to switch to Henderson in the middle. It just about reaches him. There's Firmino now. Oh, he just can't quite control it. The bill goes all the way back to Hansen again. Hansen looking long again for Cabba. Matip steps in. Now can Liverpool break quickly on the counter? Firmino's played in. Mo Salah. Oh, and he's just about managed to get that in after losing his balance. And Liverpool retake the lead. In terms of the circumstances, how he was slipping over, he still managed to get a shot away. And Hansen can do nothing about it. Fantastic finish by Salah. They've been very professional tonight, Liverpool. Midtjylland haven't been too bad either. Look at this, Firmino plays him in. And he slips just as he's taking the shot, but he still manages to get an incredible shot off. Maybe the slip put the keeper off. The conditions here today are a little bit challenging. Look at that, he just loses his footing as he takes the shot. But it doesn't matter because Mo Salah has managed to get it in the back of the net. And Liverpool retake the lead here in Denmark. Ajax have scored again, so it looks like Liverpool are going to have to settle for second place. As I said, they would have needed Atlanta to beat Ajax to finish top. So barring a 3-goal swing in the next 13 minutes or so for Atlanta, Liverpool are going to have to deal with second place as Henderson on the edge of the box goes down. It's a free kick in a promising position. The referee's going to brandish a yellow card. Might be a little bit harsh, but there have been a few niggling fouls in the last 5 minutes or so. The referee just wants to calm people down. To be fair, the number 6 could have quite easily gone in the book there for a challenge from behind. So, can Thiago convert from this position? Oh, he's just hit the wall instead. He's going to have a second go at it though! And he misses the target. You don't often get 2 bites of the cherry at a set piece, but well, Thiago, if you can't get it over the wall, he decided to go round it instead, and unfortunately it's gone wide. Klopp very much making use of his substitutions now that essentially the job's done, with Atlanta losing. Well, that's a silly free kick to give away, and Fabinho, who is already on a yellow card. Referee is just trying to calm things down a little bit as handbags are starting to come out. Fabinho, I think, is lucky to get away without getting on booking there. He's already on a booking in terms of he would be banned for the next game if he was to pick one up tonight. Klopp just wanting to keep things calm. Can Vibe create something from this free kick? Dings it in towards Evander at the front stick. Oh, and a big save from Alisson. Look at this. Just about tips it over the bar, Alisson there. Excellent save. And there goes the final whistle. Been a challenge for Liverpool tonight. Ultimately, the results didn't particularly matter as Atlanta have been swept aside by Ajax. But Liverpool, they'll be pleased to have got the job done in a game that was, at times, fairly even. Midtjylland done themselves proud. Certainly not a pointless side in terms of their participation in this tournament, but unfortunately for them, they're going to finish bottom of the group with no points. As for Liverpool, they will have to settle for second place and a place in the knockout stage, which is what they were looking for. It's finished here in Denmark. Midtjylland 1, Liverpool 2.
Well, a great result for Liverpool. They're also confirmed through to the last 16, and Jurgen Klopp's side will play knockout football once again. The final Premier League side that's in the UEFA Champions League this season is Chelsea, and they were at home to Krasnodar. Your match report comes from Trevor Sinstadt. Chelsea already short of qualification, as was Krasnodar, so this was a bit of a dead match. But there was still a decent turnout at Stamford Bridge, but it wasn't quite the start in which Chelsea envisioned. While changes were made on both sides, the early chance went to Krasnodar. Chelsea did find a chance with Tammy Abraham, found Callum Hudson-Odoi. His first touch was good, but the second one just put him past the post, much to Oliver Giroud's frustration. Reece James showed they had a bit about him, and his cross eventually in Callum Hudson-Odoi. The goalkeeping of all goalkeeping blunders allowed Chelsea to take the lead early in the second half. It's Callum Hudson-Odoi's first Champions League goal for Chelsea, and the replays would show you just what a bad bit of keeping this was. Perhaps it was the weather, perhaps it was the rain falling down in West London, but he physically picked the ball up and dropped it and gave it to a plate for Callum Hudson-Odoi. But Krasnodar have been the surprise package in this season's Champions League and showed us why. Cleeson was put through one-on-one with Kepa and finished with real confidence to bring the side level. A wonderful goal that was by Cleeson, and Kepa this time no chance. But there were still chances at either end to settle this game before it was over. They just weren't taken in the end. Callum Hudson-Odoi had a long-range effort that fired past the post. Very unlucky with that one. Krasnodar had another chance, but Stoiski's header back down was met by Olsen. The pass through to Marcus Berg, but the Swedish effort was straight at Kepa, who parried it aside for a corner. Chelsea were able to make one final chance and nearly won it. Reece James cross-found Tammy Abraham, didn't quite catch his volley right, and it was right past Safanov's post. Stoiski then had a free kick, a minute into time added on. Wanderson's control was passed to Cleeson, and his effort just whispered past the post. That was nearly the winning moment. In all fairness, 1-0 was a fair result for both these sides through. Chelsea confirmed through as group winners and unbeaten. Well, after that result, let us round up the UEFA Champions League group stages, and we can confirm all the results from Matchday 6. The ones that stand out to you: Manchester City's impressive win against Marseille, but Olympiacos' 4-1 win put them through. Atletico Madrid did what they needed to do in their Group A showdown, but Bayern Munich have done what they needed to do and secure qualification. Real Madrid with a fantastic group stage campaign. 2-0 winners, that'll be 6 from 6. Inter Milan will join them. On the other side of it, Stade Rennes with a surprise win to Sevilla. Borussia Dortmund beat Zenit away from home, and Lazio and Club Brugge drew 2-2 in a rather entertaining game. One of the surprises, Juventus beat Barcelona 1-0 in the Nou Camp. So perhaps it shows you Barcelona aren't the side that they once were. Dynamo Kiev and Fenerbahce drew also in that group. Manchester United's 1-0 win also coincided with the 1-0 win by Paris Saint-Germain between Istanbul and Başakşehir. So from Group A, it's Lokomotiv Moscow and Bayern Munich that have qualified. They're both through with 4 wins apiece, 13 and 12 points. Sadly, Atletico Madrid are out and they will play in the Europa League next season. Salzburg's European football is over for this year. Real Madrid are through, 18 points, maximum performance, just 3 goals conceded. They look a real contender this season. Inter Milan have beat Borussia Mönchengladbach, and they are the side that's also through. Shakhtar Donetsk's European season is over. We know Group C, heartbreaking as it looks for Manchester City fans, they are out and they will play in the Europa League next season. Porto will play no more European football. Marseille and Olympiacos are also through. Ajax win Group D. Liverpool just 2 points behind in the end. Atalanta made a good go of it. Nevzat Midtjylland showed they were perhaps slightly out of their depth in the UEFA Champions League. Chelsea, we know, have won Group E for a while yet. Krasnodar behind them also. Stade Rennes confirmed as a side that will also play European football there in the Europa League in February. Borussia Dortmund comfortably through, as is Lazio just behind them also. Club Brugge and Zenit also. Barcelona confirmed winners of Group G on 15 points, just 1 defeat home to Juventus. Juventus are also through, 10 points for them. And in Group H, Manchester United are the group winners in the end, beating Paris Saint-Germain by a point. It just shows you how important that result was when Manchester United won with the last minute goal last week here on Sportsnight. So with all that, it's time for us to reveal what are the last 16 ties. And here they are. As you can see, Bayern Munich and Olympique Marseille have been drawn. Inter and Barcelona looks to be a very tasty game. Olympiacos and Lokomotiv Moscow will be interesting to see who gets through that. Liverpool will start at home to Borussia Dortmund. Krasnodar will welcome Manchester United away from home. And Lazio welcome Chelsea away from home. Bit of a mouth-watering tie that. Juventus, Real Madrid meet in the last 16, a repeat of the 1998 final. And Paris Saint-Germain, they will start at home to Ajax. Well, there we go. That's the UEFA Champions League group stages completed for this season. We're back in February, where sadly we're only going to be showing you 3 games. As I said, our contract is only to follow the English sides. And so for Manchester City, they bow out at the group stages. Real shame for them. But in the end, it was poor results in the middle of the table that helped it. It's quite nervous, this. Hopefully, the last 16's a breeze for all our boys. From all of us on Sportsnight, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.